Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas, and welcome to Andreas and Mats.
Hey!
And Draco. And I'm Joseph. And today it's time for another episode of the Advent Calendar, and this time it's our spot 22 on our top games of all time list.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, let's get started. I mean, do you guys think that it's gone well so far?
Yeah.
I mean, except Mats didn't have a great game, but
no,
I mean,
I think the games. I think the lists are pretty decent. I mean,
it's decent. So
my
far.
list is only 6 different games, right? So no.
Different?
Yeah, in the.
It is on the first. Yeah. Well, we'll have
in the first
today.
Yeah,
we'll have a crossover. We'll have a crossover today.
Okay. We'll have a crossover today. Oh, spoilers! All right,
spoilers. Okay. Anyway, Andreas, you want to get started?
Yeah. So my number
22.
22. Yeah, is Suburbia.
Oh, that's a great game.
Yeah, great city building game.
Yeah, really good game.
Yeah, I just like the theme overall. What you do, it's very satisfying. It's a satisfying game. It's it can be a bit brain burning if you want to do it like that, but it's not super heavy either.
No.
I think it's fairly mid-weight sort of.
Yeah.
It has some great expansions.
You need the border expansion.
Well, you can play with the board expansion, and that is all right. But you can also play with other expansions.
Yeah.
I just think that I think the base game is really good by itself.
Yeah.
It's really.
I agree.
The tiles interact with each other a lot better when you don't have too many expansions at the same time. We tried that once. Remember that when we played all expansions and the game just fell apart. But don't do that with the big box that you had. Yeah, Suburbia. I just think it's a great game.
Yeah, it's my top 26, I think.
Oh,
so it's really. So, no, I like it too. I think, like you say, but I prefer it basically the base game because I think that's where you start finding the combos. Because that's important to find the combinations of the different tiles when placing them and getting the bonuses, etc. So the more tiles you add or more various variations, the more diluted it becomes, and that's becomes hard to do good.
And that's very good for some type of tiles. It's very good that it is diluted and very bad for some type of tiles. I mean, for instance, if you build an airport, airports are good when there are more airports in the game.
Yeah.
And if there's only one airport, it's quite expensive to build. But then
there's some randomness in that, like what tiles will come up and all that.
Sure.
But overall, I'd say the game is not really that random. I mean, there's a lot of strategy in it. So,
yeah. That was my number 22.
That's a good pick.
I just forgot. Okay, my 22 is Endeavor, Age of Sails, which is Andreas' favorite game of all time. It's going to come on your number 1, right?
Please tell us why it's good.
No, but again, I said this in the previous game as well with the Architects. This is also a game where it has a lot of interaction on the game board, where it's sort of a race to go to the different continents, and also to then the area control around those continents, and also on the main board itself. So it's, I think, or the main area, which I think I enjoy a lot. And then also I like the engine building aspect of when you sort of choose your the building you're building each turn, that makes your sort of
it makes it as symmetrical as you go. And I really like I mean, it's been a while since I played this one, but I really like it, and I really like those tracks, right, where you build up, so like you can get more actions, but you also have to feed them or like pay for the actions. Yeah, it's a really good one. And the expansion as well, we played that as prototype, I remember.
Yeah, that was really good, and I haven't played it now for quite some time, but it still hangs on my top list because I do like it, and I'm hoping to play it soon again.
Yeah, we just need to convince Andreas.
But I like the aspects of the game, with the tracks and the engine building. I'm not too I'm just not too fond of the interaction between the players when it comes to when you can remove.
You can
things.
be aggressive.
I don't like that. I like I think other games does that better. That part better.
Yeah, I don't usually like aggression in games, but this one works for some reason. I mean, especially if I'm attacking Mats, then it feels totally okay with me. So I don't feel bad about that, and
not me neither.
Yeah.
But
so
they're also coming a new version of this. Under the Sea, it's called. So it's going to be, I don't know if it's an expansion or if it's going to be a full game.
Oh,
so it's a new
Under
one.
the Sea. Wow.
But it can't. It must be later on in history if they had
Probably.
like sub.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know either, but
Yeah,
it's a new take on that game, so we'll see what happens.
Is it like mermaids?
Uh,
Sebastian.
Hopefully not.
yeah, probably not.
Don't ruin the game.
Okay, so number 22. This is the first crossover on the list already. I guess we will have some crossovers, and this one is with you, Andreas.
Wow.
So yeah, we talked about it a couple of days ago, but it's of course Castle of Burgundy. I have a little bit higher than you have it, just a little bit. I think it's basically the same.
Yeah, it's sort of the same. It's very hard to do these.
Yeah, and I will say that I really enjoy the game. Like, I still enjoy it a lot. Like, this is not one of those that we played a while ago, like years ago, and I remember it and I have good memories of it. This is one that I played on Board Game Arena, like on a regular basis.
Okay.
Just played it the other day, and it's not one of those games where I really get competitive on Board Game Arena. It's more like a relaxing thing. Like if I have 30 minutes, I'm just, want to relax, put on some music, and just sit around, click my little.
Can you play a game in 30? Can you play a game in 30 minutes on Board Game
I
Arena?
usually play 3 players. Yeah, you can play.
Wow,
if people aren't thinking too much, of course.
30 minutes is a stretch, but yeah.
It's quite quick on, at least if you play with.
It is not possible to play in 30 minutes.
No, not in physical
roll
form.
the die.
I like a few months ago I taught it to people from my werewolf group that hadn't played it before, and like everyone loved it. Like that says something about the game. Like I think it was like 5 different people I taught it to during like a week, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is so much fun!" And they started playing it like without me or like with random people as well.
They should make a family edition of this game, because I think in terms of that aspect, I mean, the knowledge tiles are a bit too complicated for a family game, but it could be a game that actually, I think, as a family edition, it could do really well.
Real trend these days as well to like make, like
the Tuscany, which we sometimes.
I don't even have it in my top 100.
Tuscany is not a family game either. No, I don't think so.
It's a different game in similar. But here with the dice rolling, and it's a satisfaction thing that's nice. But then if there's not a gamers, basically the knowledge tiles can be a bit complicated.
And the funny thing on BGA is you can choose if you want to play the original or the 2019 version.
Oh,
you can just choose that, and I always play the original, of course. So that's how I teach people the game as well.
I'm waiting for the Game Found edition. Or the
there's a third one coming.
I'm waiting for that one.
You need Awaken Realms to,
because that had some new expansions as well.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
And I mean, you have I sold my 2019. I kept my original, but you have the one, right? Because the thing is, in that one, and we mentioned this before, I think, but you can play teams. You can play
every year.
When are we gonna play it, guys?
This year.
This is high up. This is high up on my want to play list. To be honest.
Okay, put it here.
Also, Burgundy 2 versus 2. We have to do that.
We have to do that.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Let's make it happen.
Let's prioritize that.
Yeah.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Anyway, this was the 22, number 22 on our list.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, as after church and everything, and as we celebrate the Advent and all that, we are going to keep going with number 21. So see you then, and don't miss the next episode. We'll keep going all the way up till Christmas Eve.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.